This is what a lot of people don't realize about wealth and what classifies as someone being able to call themselves a billionaire. It's not that they have $1 billion in their bank account or they made $1 billion. No one actually wants to make $1 billion because then they would have to pay income tax on that. What happens is wealthy people leverage their already existing assets, cars, houses, property, to get more assets that accumulate to be worth $1 billion. So how billionaires can go broke is that all of their money is in assets. They don't actually have any cash or money in the bank. This is called cash poor. And then the assets that they have depreciate and they can't sell them to recover from the losses that they experience through that depreciation. So then they're in the negative and they're broke. This is what causes billionaires to go bankrupt and no longer be billionaires because they have to sell off their assets either to a buyer or to the bank, which is what bankruptcy is basically giving up all your assets to cover for the debt that you're in, your losses. Because they use debt to buy assets to increase their net worth, but they don't have that money in the bank. Does this make sense? That is why rich people don't pay as much taxes, because those assets that they buy with debt is not their income. There is something called capital gains tax and property tax, so they're taxed that way, but not as income. And there's a lot of loopholes as well. We're going to see this happening a lot in the next couple years because the housing market and the car market were hella inflated for the last couple years. And now that those prices are coming back down to reality, to a normal amount, people aren't going to be able to upkeep the high payments that they have on those things they paid too much for. Does that make sense? There's a lot to this, but that is my understanding, and I wanted to clear the air for those of you that maybe don't know.